Nobody tells you when it happens. The moment you sign a document and call it an achievement. The moment you sign with a bank and call it security. The moment you buy something that costs you money every month and call it an asset. There is a moment when the most important financial lesson of your life clicks into place. Not in a classroom, not from a financial advisor, from a question so simple it should have been taught in first grade. Does this put money in my pocket or take money out? That's it. That's the entire framework. And once you understand it, you will never look at your wallet, your house, your car, or your paycheck the same way again. In the last step, we talked about the golden cage, the way the system is designed to keep you running. Today, we go deeper into the most dangerous lie the middle class has ever been told. Your house is your biggest asset. Robert Kiyosaki says that single belief, held by almost every middle-class family in America, is the reason most people retire broke. Not because they didn't work hard enough, not because they didn't save enough, but because they spent their entire lives buying liabilities and calling them assets. Let's fix that. Right now. Let's begin. Your neighbor just bought a $400,000 house. Everyone congratulates him. His parents are proud. His coworkers are jealous. And according to the ideas in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he just made the biggest financial mistake of his life. Not because buying a house is wrong, but because he thinks it's an asset. Here is Kiyosaki's definition. Brutally simple. An asset puts money into your pocket every month. A liability takes money out. That's it. 2 questions. Does this put money in my pocket? Or take money out? Let's apply it. A rental property generating $800 a month in cash flow? Asset. Your personal home with a $2,000 mortgage payment? Liability. A stock portfolio paying dividends every quarter? Asset. A brand new BMW on a 72-month loan? Liability. A business that runs without you? Asset. Your job? Also not an asset. Because the second you stop showing up, the money stops too. Now, here's where it gets uncomfortable. The middle class has been taught by their parents, by their schools, by their banks to buy liabilities and call them assets. Your home builds equity, sure, but it also costs you property taxes every year, maintenance, the roof, the plumbing, insurance every single month, and interest, sometimes more than the principal, for 30 years. It doesn't put cash in your pocket, it takes it out every single month. That is the definition of a liability. And here's what nobody says out loud. Your mortgage payment is income for your bank, every month, guaranteed, whether you're thriving or drowning. You are not building wealth, you are building theirs. Your home is an asset on their balance sheet, not yours. Think about that for a moment. The bank called you a homeowner, made you feel successful, made you feel like you were doing the right thing, while quietly turning your monthly payment into their monthly profit. This is not a conspiracy. This is just business, and the wealthy understand it, while the rest of us celebrate signing the paperwork. Kiyosaki's poor dad believed in the house. He worked his entire life to pay it off. And when he retired, the house was paid. But it still cost him property taxes, still cost him maintenance, still produced zero cash flow. It was a paid-off liability. Not an asset, not freedom, just a more comfortable cage. Rich Dad thought differently. He asked one question about every purchase. Will this put money in my pocket or take money out? House to live in. Takes money out? Liability. House to rent? puts money in. Asset, that's the entire framework. Here's what an actual asset portfolio looks like for a normal American salary. Index funds that grow while you sleep. Dividend stocks that pay you every quarter. A rental property that covers its own mortgage and puts $400 in your pocket every month. A side business that generates income whether you work it or not. These are assets. These are what Rich Dad built. Not a bigger house in a better neighborhood. Not a newer car in the driveway. Not the appearance of wealth. The actual mechanics of it. Here's the uncomfortable truth about the middle class. We are the most asset-poor group in America, despite working the hardest, because we were taught to measure success by what we own, not by what those things generate. A $400,000 house that costs you $2,000 a month is not wealth. It is a beautiful, expensive, monthly obligation. Your salary is a cost to your employer, something to be minimized. Your mortgage payment is income for your bank, something to be maximized from their side. Your tax bracket rises with every raise you earn, so the system incentivizes lower labor costs and rewards the government for you earning more. Everyone is playing the game. Most people just don't know they're in it. Now, this doesn't mean you shouldn't buy a house. And this is where Kiyosaki gets a lot of criticism. And honestly, some of that criticism is valid. Because owning a home does have real advantages. Advantages that go beyond the balance sheet. When you own your home, you are not subject to a landlord raising your rent. You are not at risk of being asked to leave when the lease expires. You have stability. You have roots. You have the ability to build a life in a place that is genuinely yours. And there's something else most people miss. A paid-off home is one of the most powerful gifts one generation can leave to the next. No mortgage, no rent, no monthly obligation, just a foundation. A starting point that the next generation doesn't have to build from scratch. That's real wealth transfer, and it is not nothing. But here's the honest conversation most people never have. That gift comes at a cost paid in decades of mortgage payments, in property taxes that never stop, in maintenance that always surprises you, in the opportunity cost of capital that could have been deployed elsewhere. The parent who spends 30 years paying off a home to leave to their children made a sacrifice. A real one, a meaningful one. But the parent who spent those same 30 years building an asset column of dividend stocks, rental properties, and compounding investments may have left something larger, and something more liquid, something the child can use immediately in any form they choose. Kiyosaki is not saying don't give your children a foundation. He is asking, what is the most powerful foundation you could possibly give them? Is it the house? Or is it the financial education in the asset column that makes every future decision easier than yours was? There's no single right answer, but there is a right question, and most people never ask it. A home is a place to live, a place to raise your family, a place to build memories. That has real value, but it is not a financial asset, and confusing the two is what keeps most Americans asset poor their entire working lives. A home can be a beautiful part of a life well lived. It becomes a liability only when it becomes a substitute for everything else. When the house is the plan. When the house is the investment. When the house is the entire financial strategy. That is the trap, not ownership. The belief that ownership is enough. So here's your action for this week. Take out your monthly bank statement. Split it into 2 columns. Left column, everything that takes money out. Mortgage, car payment, subscriptions, dining out. Right column, everything that puts money in. Salary, dividends, rental income, side income. Now look at the 2 columns. Which one is bigger? That answer tells you exactly where you stand. And more importantly, exactly what to change. You don't need to sell your house. You don't need to quit your job. You just need to start adding to the right column. One asset at a time. One decision at a time. Until the right column is bigger than the left. That moment I mentioned. The moment the most important financial lesson of your life clicks into place. The moment you stop calling liabilities assets. The moment you start asking the only question that matters. Does this put money in my pocket or take money out? That moment, it's right now. In the next step, we go even deeper into the system. We talk about the cash flow quadrant, the 4 ways people make money, and why 3 of them keep you trapped no matter how hard you work. That's step 3. Don't miss it. If something shifted for you today, hit subscribe. Every week, one more idea that the wealthy already know and the schools never taught you. Stay on the blueprint. See you in the next step.